Hey everybody, let's see if we can go make a hunting video. Well, I think we're going to call it. It is super cold. We had a huge cold front coming in today, so I just had to get in the woods. The wind has been blowing like crazy. I've just been up here swaying back and forth in this tree. My face is all froze. It's been a really nice day to hunt. I did see 2 deer. I seen one at the feeder. As I was climbing up my stand, I looked back and there was one standing down there already at the feeder. But it was a doe, so that's okay. We let it go. And I seen another one right at, I could just see it coming across the road on the far end of the power line. He was headed to the food plot, and I guess it must have smelt where I was at, because I started looking through the scope at the food plot, and he never came out the food plot. I guess he went back into the woods. He must have smelt where I came up the road. But that was a heck of a lot of fun. It's kind of neat to be out here swaying around in this tree. But stick around, guys. I'm gonna go home and go to bed. Get up in the morning, we're gonna do some trapping. It's time to do some preventive trapping to help beat back some of these possums and raccoons, because they're really devastating on your chickens if you sort of let them get out of hand. We don't do that. We trap like crazy in the wintertime. So it's about that time of year to start doing some preventative trapping. So stick around, we're gonna do that. We also, I think, had a fox last night get in our quail pen and get one of our quail. I could see where he had dug 2 different spots on the pen where he had really dug hard. He didn't get under the pen, but he found a hole in the chicken wire that came loose, and I think he squeezed in, got a quail, and got out. But I'll show you what I did to try to help beat this fox back. It'll be a lot of fun. Stick around, we're gonna do some trapping. All right, well guys, this is the next day, and we're down here at the chicken slash quail slash duck. This is where we keep all the birds at. And I wanted to show you guys, I said earlier, we had a fox come down here. I assume it was a fox, but the fact I seen paw prints, and I don't think a cat digs all that much. I've never noticed a cat to really get out and dig outside of when he uses the bathroom. But as far as getting my quail, because we dealt with this before, as far as getting my quail, we've had a fox come down here and get in our pens before, because we just have tons of woods that surround us all the way around. But I'll show you guys what I did to sort of prevent this. I went and I keep a big giant pile of rocks in the back. Now we don't have no quail in here. All our quail are in this pen. And I just went ahead and surrounded the whole thing with rocks. And you could see where they sort of dug out. There weren't any rocks here yesterday when I did it, but they had dug all this out, and you could see paw prints all in it. And you could see the feathers all over the place. This was actually open. This was actually open. So I think he had dug and found a little spot to dive in, get one and come out. And but there's just feathers everywhere. But I went and buckled all this back down and tightened some little spots up where I thought he may get in. And cross our fingers, that's going to work. He didn't get in last night. So another thing we did was we put our trusty scarecrow up. And hopefully he'll see it, because we have a street light right here that lights all this area up at night. Hopefully he sees that. And then we took our radio that we did last year. We had our radio hung outside and it cut off on us last year. We had it running for a good couple of weeks, and I think just the wind blowing in stuff got it wet and it stopped working. And I went to check to make sure, see if it was still working, plugged in. Works great. So we hung our radio up in here, and we just play music all night. And it's pretty nice to come down here and hear Stevie Nicks or Pat Benatar, all my old school favorites. It's pretty neat. I come down here this morning and was feeding the chickens, listening to Journey. So it was pretty nice. Everybody's wanting some food. I've already fed everybody. But I just wanted to show you guys what we did to sort of deter this fox. I'm hoping. I walked around and made sure everything was secure around the whole pen too. I made sure there was no open gaps. Just sort of double check. I hadn't done that in quite a while. But we're gonna go and make some trapping bait. I'll show you guys what bait we use to trap with. And I got some new traps. We're gonna get out and do some trapping today. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I absolutely love trapping. It's a great preventative to keep all these birds alive. I mean, nobody wants to look at them fighting. None of these birds, you know, you put all this time, I can go on and on about it. You put all this time into these birds, and for something to get in your pen and kill your birds, it's heartbreaking. It just irritates you so much. So what we've learned is trap. We do it every year, and we've actually beat the animals way back. We don't have any problems like we used to. We haven't lost any animals outside of to the hawks. This year we've been really fortunate. What I want to do is trap. We have a feeder down there I'm going to take you guys to. We're going to run the trap there. We're going to put a trap back here by the creek, and then we're going to walk way around the other property. And at the lake I have a fish feeder there, and we noticed raccoons have been climbing up, digging their hands in the fish feeder and getting feed out of there. So I'll put a trap there, and then on further back we have another deer feeder back there. We're going to set a trap there. So we're just going to sort of cover this whole area right here, and we'll trap it for a few weeks, and then we'll move to the other side of the property and just sort of thin everything back. And I think that'll work out great. So stick around, we're gonna go make some trapping bait. Well, to start with, one of the best baits we come up with so far for these particular traps is just regular cat food. We just use dry cat food. Of course, tuna fish. Gotta have some tuna fish. And we dump everything in there, all the tuna fish. And then bacon grease. Because what don't like bacon? We just stir it up real good. And for these particular traps, we're basically catching raccoons and possums. They'll have to stick their hand in the trap and feel around, and they'll feel them little nuggets of that dry cat food, and as they feel that, they'll feel down and grab that trigger and pull that trigger, and it'll catch them. Ooh, it smells delicious. All right, there you go. Cat food, bacon grease, tuna fish. That'll catch them. Well, we're down here at our first spot. We're down here at the fish feeder at our pond, and you can see a little mud all over it. Where they climb up here and try to hold on, and they reach around. They just climb up this pole. I mean, they're doing what a raccoon does, and they just got mud all over it when they try to get in here. And they do. They get out some food. They can't get a lot. You have to get in there spinning wheel. It's a lot of work to get some food out, but they still get food out of it. But I know this would be a great spot to try to thin out some raccoons, so we're going to put a trap right here. Okay, these traps that we're using, they're called a dog-proof trap or a coon cuff because when you set it, you can see that when you squeeze this, it closes down, and when they stick their hand in there, I don't know if y'all can see that, when they stick their hand in there, it closes on their arm and keeps their arm trapped in there like a handcuff. It's got a little trigger that locks down on this here, and the trigger's inside, so when they pull it, it releases this and catches their arm inside here. It'll pull free from the dirt, and we'll have it chained down so they can't go anywhere. We can retrieve our little animal tomorrow. They're great traps. They call them dog-proof traps for the fact the dog can't get in there and pull the trap, and you end up catching a dog or a cat. I have heard of people catching cats by accident in them. When I say people, my brother's actually caught a cat before, and on on accident. But they're not supposed to stick their hand in. You know, I'm trying to catch things with the fingers like a possum and a raccoon. But that's what it is, a dog-proof trap. These things work great. They're about 15 bucks a piece, made by Duke's Traps. Or I think Victor makes some as well. But they're a great trap. All right, guys, the next spot is gonna be right in front of this feeder. We actually hunt. We actually hunt right there. And boy, it's pretty back here with all the leaves being gone. This is a pretty spot. We hadn't hunted back here in quite a while. But if you can see the lake right there, I think we're gonna set a trap, maybe on that little tree right there, real close to the feeder. Not right up under it. I don't have anywhere to anchor it off. So I think right here is gonna be a great spot. There's the driveway. Our next spot will be right here at this feeder. We hunt here. We got a little stand up behind them trees there in the center. You might be able to see it right there. And this is going to be our third spot. Lots of corn on the ground. I think there's going to be a lot of raccoons in here. Well, all right, as you see, the last one is right here. Our house is there. The chicken coop is straight through there. These are the woods I was telling you about, where everything comes from the woods and goes up there and drives us crazy. And this leads all the way down to the feeder we were just at and out to the driveway. And there's a nice little creek back here. It's sort of all dammed up and just runs right through here. It just has a lot of raccoons and stuff. You can almost see the water right there. And it runs the border of our property. But hopefully it works out. It's supposed to get down to freezing tonight. So not sure if the bait's gonna trap, if the traps are gonna freeze, if the bait's gonna freeze. Not exactly sure what's gonna happen with all this air coming in tonight. It's supposed to get down to mid-20s again tonight. But if we don't catch anything tonight, we'll just check it daily. Whoops. We'll check it. I'm looking at all the deer tracks. It's insane. This is where we're going to grow our corn next year. Different subject. But we'll keep an eye on it for the next few days. I'll keep you guys posted in this same video. And hopefully we weed out some of these possums and raccoons. Maybe a fox. You never know. I've never caught a fox in one of those, but you never know. Well, I got my little buddy back. Are you happy to be back? Yeah? What are we about to go do?
Check the traps.
Check the traps. Come on, let's go see if we got anything. So glad to have my grandson down. We miss him so much. Well, we're coming up on the first trap. And I don't see anything unless it's laying down. Well, we're coming up on the first trap, and we don't have anything. See it right there?
Oh, it's a mouse trap?
Yep. We didn't catch nothing. Let's go check the next one.
You have cheese in there?
Huh?
Have cheese?
It's got tuna fish and cat food and bacon grease.
Oh.
Come on, let's go. See the other trap over there?
Yeah.
All right, we're coming up on the second trap. What did we get?
Nothing?
Nothing. All right, let's go check the third trap.
Hey,
How's that sucker? Almost gone.
Gone.
Yeah. Let's go check the third trap. Well, we're coming to the lake. And I don't see anything here either, do you? Right here by the feeder. Right there by the feeder. Any luck?
No.
No. 3 strikes, right?
They might have some traps.
They might have some traps, maybe. Let's go check number 4, last one, see how we come out.
Where is it?
All right. Last trap. Last trap.
Raccoon.
What is it?
Raccoon is there.
Oh, you see it? Let's go check him out. Let's go check him out.
He can't move?
No, he's tied up. He got a handcuff. Huh? He's got it on his hand. No, stay right here. Stay right here. All right, guys. Trap number 4 was successful. And you can see how he's got his hand in that cuff and it just holds him right where you want him. So we will dispatch him.
Is it a mouse trap?
A mouse trap? No, it's a raccoon trap.
Oh.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, I know this is the toughest part of the video for a lot of you guys, but they're super cute. Raccoons are really, really cute. Just looking at them, they're super, super cute. But
like when I grew up calling my raccoon dog.
yeah, right. He had a pet, or not a pet, but he had a stuffed animal raccoon. He always called it dog. But they are super cute.
Because you look like a dog.
Yeah. But they are chicken eating machines, and I just do my part to save my chickens. To me, I hate, it sounds bad, but to me, they're just a rat that lives in the woods. I honestly, I know they serve a purpose, but if you don't keep them under control, huh? No, you're gonna stay right here.
Why?
Because I don't want you to get close to them. If you let them get out of control, which they can, just like any other animal, the population can get so high because that they can just start wiping your chickens out. There's not enough to sustain them, that they start getting a little more less cautious, and they will get in your pens. When we first moved here, we were losing chickens like crazy. We would open the egg box and there would be possums in the egg box. They were everywhere. And over the years, we have thinned them down and thinned them down and thinned them down. And it's getting to the point where we hardly catch any, which is what I like. We're not trying to get rid of all of them, but we just want the population beat back enough to where we don't have to worry about our chickens. They have plenty of food out in the wild to eat. They do have corn feeders all over the property. But one down. I'm not going to keep dragging this video out day after day because we're going to be trapping for weeks. We're going to be trapping for weeks. Hold on, you stay right there. But do me a favor, guys. If you like this video, do me a favor. Click the like button. Hit that subscribe button. Come here. You want to tell everybody goodbye? They don't see you enough no more.
Goodbye.
Do me a favor. Click that subscribe button. If you're brand new to our channel, we'd really appreciate it. It helps support our channel. Love you guys to death. We'll see y'all on the next video, right? All right.